Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're here live at Texpo and DigiMarCon, Phoenix, Arizona. I have with me a special guest, Pulkit, who is I believe, the co-founder of Web and Marketing Solutions. Is that correct?
No, it is Web Style Club.
Web Style Club.
Yeah.
So he is the CEO of Web
Yeah.
Style Club, and he's here to share with us some amazing things that he's doing in the web space. I'd like to get started with a little about your background and what inspired you to get involved with web design and web and marketing.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for having me here. And so I went to I went to Australia and I completed a master's in international program, and I came back to India. Uh, I always had that kind of thinking in my mind that I want to start something of my own.
Mhm.
Okay, and I always wanted to make sure that I want to be an entrepreneur, and that will be a first generation entrepreneur we're going to have in our family. So I started working with a company where they were just more focused on creating the website for just a vacation rental things. uh, and so I just picked up that idea and thought, like, okay, why just vacation rental? Because every small business, big businesses, they need websites, right? So we just got into that from there. That's how I started the company. And yeah.
What I really love about that and what he's saying, ladies and gentlemen, is basically that you're an entrepreneur yourself
Yes.
and you had an idea and a dream and you made it happen. So that makes you very motivated to find other people with ideas and dreams that want to make them happen.
Yes.
And you can help them develop their brand through their website and style and development and all that. Now, I really like that you call yourself to the Web Style Club because that's so unique. And I want to get into a little bit more of that and what differentiates you from some of the other web design services that are out there.
Perfect. So first of all, what differentiates us from other companies is our ethics.
Mm.
Okay, that's the number one thing which I would keep on the top. That we are different in terms of ethics if I compare ourselves from the other companies. If I give you an example, uh, when we design the websites for any customer, so, there's so many incidences when people are actually asking us that, uh, do we own the website? Do we own the code? Do we own the files? And yes, you own it because that's what you're paying for. And there are so many companies, they actually bound their clients into, and they trap their clients into their own vicinity, right? And so that's what I don't like. And I thought, like, no, this is not the way I'm going to run my company. So I just tell them, yes, you own the code, you own everything you're paying for. And then in case you want to host with us, yes, you can. In case you want to host somewhere else, we'll help you to transfer the code there.
Mm.
Okay. Second thing, if you talk about the SEO stuff, that's also we do. And there are so many, I would say 90% of the companies in the market, they're signing the bond, they're signing the contract with the companies, and they're just telling them to sign the contract for 6 months, 1 year. And even if they don't like their services, still they have to pay them for 6 months or 1 year. And we don't want that to happen with us. And we want that if the client comes to us, if they're happy, they stay with us. If they're not, sleep us. Finish.
I really like that fresh approach. I like that you called it the ethics of like web development,
Yes.
and not all companies will do that. It's so true. I hear a lot of horror stories about people signing up with some service or something, and then they can't get their own IP because they're locked into some contract, and the only administrator codes are like off-site. Someone else has it. So that's great that you focus more on the design, the coding, the actual software, and like its tangible form, and then you say, okay, no, this is yours, but you keep that relationship going so they can still work with you on everything else as well. That's really unique. And I think that's something that builds trust, right?
Yes.
And that's something that other services don't always do. So that's amazing that you guys do
Thank
that.
you.
Is there maybe some websites out there where people can look up that you've worked with or partnered with? Is there anybody that you can mention as like a shout out? And also where people can find you specifically on the web and look at some of your designs and your services specifically that you offer?
Okay. See, people can definitely visit our website, which is www.webstyleclub.com. I'll repeat that once again. It is webstyleclub.com. Okay. But if you talk about the portfolio, so earlier we used to showcase our portfolio on our website. But what started happening that our competitors started coming to our website and they started looking at our designs because they are really unique. Okay. And they started copying those designs and telling them we own it. Okay. So now we have stopped showcasing those designs. And but yes, if people come to us, yes, we can send it to them. No problem at all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So you're going to get a personalized recommendation then when you reach out to him, rather than just here's what everybody sees all the time, which is actually a good thing. I think you can customize what people are looking for, and that's something we talk a lot about in the marketing space too, is personalization, right? Because if you get an email and everybody gets the same email and it looks like it's just been cut and pasted, sometimes it just gets ignored. But when you get a response where it's like, no, 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 this is applicable to me personally, you really feel like, oh, this person's invested in me.
Yes.
And that's what I'm getting the vibe from your company, is that it wants that personal, authentic connection, right, with your customers.
Oh
So,
yes, of course. I mean, see, our you asked me that question initially, that what makes us different from other companies.
mhm.
The first thing I pointed out, which is ethics. The second thing is that 90% of the companies in the market, they are just focused more on the WordPress side.
Right, right.
And
Yeah.
so WordPress is what? I mean, just you're getting, WordPress is a third party platform. You're getting a template from one company, you're getting some plugins from third company, and then you're just assembling those plugins at WordPress and you're getting the website. And the same template is being used by several
Mhm.
different companies in the market. So what is unique about you? And that's where we come and play, and we tell you that, okay, uh, we will design, we'll develop something for you which you think from your brain. And that's what makes us different, and that is why our company is growing slowly and gradually. Of course, I mean, slow and consistent growth is the way to go. That's what I feel. If you're just growing like this, you'll fall like this. But if you're growing slowly and gradually, of course you'll build up, because you have got strong ethics, you have got strong connections with people, and you're connecting with people personally, and what they want, they see that on their website.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, on that note of connecting with people personally, we're glad to have you here to at DigiMarCon
Yes, please.
and at Texpo. Can you go into a little bit more about the importance of people coming to these events and what your experience has been like here at DigiMarCon and Texpo?
Oh, to be honest, my experience has been really, really, really great. Okay, I really loved coming to this conference because there are so many people from different companies that you meet with. You, when you talk to them, they actually share their thoughts on how they have grown their company. You share your thoughts on how you are growing your company, and you get an opportunity to collaborate with those people. And then and you can't get these kind of things if you get to see on the streets. They are your competitors, right? So if you're here, they're not your competitors. You basically see them as an opportunity to grow together. And I would definitely insist everyone that people should come here, people should come to these kind of conferences. And DigiMarcon, I think DigiMarcon has been great opportunity. So thank you so much.
Yeah, we appreciate having people like you here. I think the last thing I'll end on is the importance of us all having, our unique brand, and also creating ideas from our own cells and then creating them amazing, right? Anybody can be like a patent troll, rip off someone else and try to like step up. But when people have original creative ideas and then they execute them well, true magic happens. And so I think what your brand represents with Web Style Club is along those lines of what we want to inspire
You're
here
absolutely right.
at DigiMarCon and Texpo. So we want to have people like that who are thinking forward and who want to grow their business in an authentic way. And we have some of the best speakers here that do that and guide us along those paths. So we definitely look forward to seeing you in person here at the next Texpo and DigiMarCon. And we just thank you so much for being our guest on the show.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. So
thank you so much. And one thing I forgot to mention, which I'll definitely want to say, that not just the opportunity to collaborate with different people of different businesses, but also when speakers are actually talking about the different things like AI and websites and SEO, when they're talking about these things, you get to learn so much. So, and you learn, you collaborate, and you execute. I think that's what your motto is, and you're actually on the right direction. So I think bang on. I really appreciate for getting me here, and I really loved this conference. Thank you.
all right. And then one last note. Where are you currently located? I understand you made quite a trek to come out here. So we appreciate you coming. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh yes. So I've got a company in Dubai. I've got a company in Rochester, New York, and I do have a company in India as well. So currently I'm just traveling, and I came from all the way from Delhi to here. Yeah.
And we appreciate that. We have international conferences all over, and at all of our locations, we have people fly in from all over.
Oh, yes.
So
Yes.
it's really a privilege to have people like you come here. Well, thank you so much for being here on our podcast. We loved having you.